Alright. Hello, Epic Roller. Please let me if the audio... Please let me know if the audio is working. Because I was testing it in my browsers and it doesn't appear to be working, but it's kind of hard to tell. Because sometimes I have issues with audio in my web browsers. So, please let me know if it is fully functional. Please do let me know. Please leave a... Audio is perfect, says Epic Roller. Thank you. So, what we're going to be doing in this particular stream is we are going to be looking at the setup that I use to do these streams, as well as some of the stuff that I use for software programming and things. Could be a little bit louder. That should be better. Should be a little louder now. Anyway. As I was saying, what we're going to be doing is looking at my whole setup for doing these streams and also some of my stuff that I use for software development. I did just notice that there is a sound in my intro that isn't supposed to be there. In my streams, I just noticed that, so I'm gonna have to remake this intro because there is a little sound that just played right before I said that. It was a doo-doo-doo. That is not supposed to be in this. That got picked up by one of the recordings, and it's just this noise that's in there that isn't supposed to be there. So I'm going to have to get rid of that. Whoa, that was weird. I'm going to have to get rid of that. But, yeah, so basically we're just going to look over my whole setup for doing these things, as it has changed over the years quite a few times, and I've actually never taken a full look at it on this channel before. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to do my best to explain what everything does and why I use everything in terms that are understandable to everybody.
Ten.
9.
8. 7. 6.
Oops. Well, we're just going to go to the intro music. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so now we are on my camera. You should be able to see me, hopefully. I'm not sure if it's quite positioned correctly. I actually don't think it is. I think it's pointed up at the ceiling a little bit. But hopefully it's good enough. I think you can maybe see my eyes. Anyway. You may notice the music is different. It's supposed to be Christmas themed, though I'm not totally sure how Christmas theme. What's everybody getting for what is everybody getting for Christmas? Well, I don't know what I'm getting for Christmas yet. Christmas hasn't happened. But if any of you have gotten early presents, leave it in the chat. Let me know what you got. So, of course you can, Matthew. No, you can't. Matthew, you can't see me at all. Anyways, Um, Khalil's World says, I mean, what are you hoping for? What am I hoping for? Well, I'm going to start a new video series on something that I'm going to be doing, and I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet. I can't talk. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is just yet, but I'm hoping to get the first part of what I need for that. So that'll be cool if I get that. Anyways, we're just gonna kind of jump right into it. So I'm gonna kind of do a visual overview of everything, and then I will talk about things and tell you what they're all doing. So I'm gonna switch to a different camera in a second here, but first I actually have to go grab it. Alright. Epic Roller says, I haven't gotten any early gifts, but my mom forgot how to not tell me what I'm getting, so I know I'm getting a couple of Airsoft, can't say that word on YouTube, and an Xbox and a controller for it. Cool. Super cool. Now I'm gonna switch. So, let me, oops. Where, why is this, there, wait, why are you so quiet? What the heck? Oh, you aren't quiet, I'm just being dumb. Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go put this away. Okay, so now I'm back. Oops. So I'm gonna kind of explain to you what's all hooked up to the mixer now. Now, I can't actually show that. Wait, maybe I can. No, because I don't have anything above it, really. I can kind of maybe show it, but yeah, you won't really be able to see it. There's no point. So I'm just going to kind of start from left to right. So the first channel on the very left, I'm going to actually turn this one on too, because otherwise it's going to be weird. But it's my first channel on the left is the left mic of my stereo mic pair that I have hooked up. It sounds a little weird because of the things I have applied. If I turn that off, it might sound a little more like normal, but there's a very loud hissy MacBook in the one side, so I'm not going to do that. The next channel is my Shure SM57. The next channel is the right mic of that stereo set. The next channel is my wireless headset mic, which, as you can hear, sounds rather bad. Does not sound very good. The next thing is my AKG that you've been hearing for a little bit now. The next channel is my Rode Pod mic that was way too loud. The next channel is my Rode Pod mic, which sounds really good. I'm actually going to leave that on for now. The next channel is my Blue Yeti, which is hooked up in a very interesting way. Sorry, I skipped something. The channel in between that is for me to route audio back through. I'm not using that in this setup because otherwise the noise reduction and things would be affecting it, and it would sound really weird. So, yeah, we're not using that. What? Oh, no one's there. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what's hooked up to here. Oh, wait, is this oh no, I already showed that. And then there's a fader for reverb, but it's gonna try to get rid of it. So, here. This is what the reverb sounds like. Bom, bom, bom. There you go. So, that's kind of what's hooked up to the mixer side of things. Now I'm gonna go through my OBS scenes and kind of explain what those are as best I can. If any of you have any questions, just leave them don't forget to leave them in the chat, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so we're gonna start from the top. The first one is my screen capture scene, which just shows my screen. Can you hear my screen reader? Let me see. Yes, you can hear the screen reader. So we have it just captures the display and my system audio and my screen reader, and it captures the screen reader separately, so I can do things to it separately. So if I wanted to turn it down or turn it off and just have the system audio be captured, I can do that. Now the next scene is the intro scene. The intro scene is just some text that says welcome to the live stream and my audio, and it has this cool background thing. and eventually it'll count down. That is the Be Right Back scene that you just heard and saw. It just says Be Right Back, or I will be back shortly, or something like that. And there's a thing at the end of the music that says, please listen to this music while you're waiting, blah, blah, blah. That is the stream starting soon scene, which is displayed when the stream is starting soon and says welcome to the stream or something, and it says like starting soon or something like that, and then it talks, it says stream will start shortly, please listen while you wait, and it just kind of keeps looping and looping until I decide to start. The next thing is my Mac. Now, my Mac is over here in the corner. Remember, I showed it to you before. And basically, fix that microphone. Now you can see everything I'm doing on here, so I can open, like, let's just open utilities. Let's just open up the terminal. And you see my terminal window on my Mac here. And you can hear it as well, which is super nice. I'm gonna close that though. And I'm gonna go back over. And we are going to put that back over here. Alright, so the next scene is my camera. Now I want to explain how this works. The camera is an iPhone 6s, one of my old iPhones, going over Nutex NDI video protocol. So it's going wirelessly into OBS. It is plugged in, so it's not going to die, but it is going wirelessly into OBS because a lot of the hardwired solutions just don't work very well. And even though it's wireless, NDI just tends to be way more reliable and just tends to work a lot better. The next scene is the phone screen thing. This is not set up right now. Why is my music not on this scene? What? Where'd the music go? Oh, it is. So, this is not set up, so it's not going to show anything. This uses an app called Duan, which I can have my phone plugged into my computer and show stuff. It's not set up right now, besides which I kind of want to figure out a better way to do this. The next thing is the overhead camera. Now for this, I'm just going to quick switch to my Yeti so you can still hear me. The overhead camera is an iPhone 5S that I'm currently bumping. There we go. And you should be able to see my hands on it right now, but you won't see much. There's not much to see where it's currently placed. Typically I'd use this for like unboxings and stuff, but I'd have stuff move out of the way so you can actually see what's going on. And this light strip underneath would be lit up so you could actually also see. But yeah. Alright, so the next thing is a combined dual view between the between the camera that sees me and the overhead camera, because sometimes I lower the overhead camera down and I have a guest, and then we can be side by side in view and you can see us both. There's a couple things in between that. There's the intro music scene, which shows the same thing as the intro but plays music, and there's the outro music scene, which says goodbye, thank you for watching on the screen, and it plays some music. There's also the URL scene, which I sometimes will use if I'm like leaving the house with my phone. I will use that, and I will use an app called Larynx Broadcaster. Let me just switch back to my full screen view. I'll use an app called Larynx Broadcaster, which will allow me to send something to an RTMP or SRT URL, and then I'll use something on my computer called Mist Server, which lets me create the RTMP or SRT servers. And then I will use Tailscale so that I can do this without any port forwarding or anything like that. Now the last two things are, I'm not going to switch them because there's no point. One of them is called Mic Audio, and the only thing that it has in it is my Reaper routing device, which I will explain what that is in a minute. And the other one is music. And the other thing that has in it is the VLC media source for the music. And the reason I have those is because I have a plugin called Downstream Keyer. And I'm using that, and I'm telling it, put these two scenes on top of every other scene. So no matter what I switch to, my mic is always there and the music's always there. Except there's a couple exceptions where I said don't put the mic on the scene or don't put the music on the scene. Because I don't want that on the intro scene, for example, because there's already background noise, and that overlaying with the music would sound really weird and wouldn't work very well. So that's kind of my OBS setup. I'm going to switch to the screen capture view here. And I'm also going to switch the microphone over to the Shure, because I'm going to be clicking on my keyboard and I don't want you to hear it so much as you were hearing it. That's a little that's a little loud though. So here is a little Reaper project called Streaming Routing. It's got my mic input, which has some effects on it. I'll show you that in a minute. It's got Team Talk, Discord, and G-Voice. So and a thing called Virtual Outs, which I'll explain what that does as well in a minute. So basically, the mic input track is used for my mic. So we have the limiter, the compressor, and clarity. Why is it doing that? Whoa, and Clarity VX Pro, which is a noise reduction plugin. And it's very good. Like, you probably can't even tell it's there right now because it has nothing to reduce. It's not really doing anything at the moment. Now, I'm going to disable these effects, and this is what I sound like raw. Now, you may notice this doesn't just sound like a raw SM57. That's because there is EQ on the mixer, and there is some difference, but typically I don't like to EQ in software because then all the mics have the same EQ and it sometimes doesn't suit them. The team talk track and all of the has a limiter, a compressor, and RN noise suppression. The reason it has RN noise is because RN noise is better with unexpected things that suddenly come in out of nowhere. It takes care of them much more quickly than Clarity VX does, but Clarity VX is a better noise reduction algorithm. It affects the voice less, and it tends to not cut words off as much. And Discord device, oops, I didn't mean to open that. Has the same thing, same with Google Voice, G Voice. Although I do need to add an EQ to G Voice because there is a reason for that. Now, virtual outs is an interesting one. I'm gonna open its routing panel because also what happens when this is open is the input and output of all of these applications gets forced to a certain setting so that they can all hear each other and they can all hear me, because otherwise they will not hear me. So I'm gonna open this virtual outs thing. Routing panel. So it's going to Reaper out 1, Reaper out 2. Reaper out 2. Reaper out 3. And that's basically its purpose. Now the mic input track, if I go to its routing panel, it says send to track 5 virtual outs. So it's sending to that track so that it is now pretty much just going to all of those things so that all of the applications can hear me. The other cool thing is, if I wanted to, I could put like the NDI plugin on that track and pull the input from OBS in and disable this send, and then they would hear a somewhat more delayed feed, but they would hear themselves is the problem. But if I was playing a game or something, I could make it so they could hear it. The other cool thing this gives me is I can mute virtual outs, and now they can't hear me, but you guys can, which is really useful. Because if I need to say something to them, or to you guys, without them hearing it, or if I'm doing an intro or something, they aren't talking and like being, I'm not disrupting their conversation. Because of course I can always mute all of these. So if I want, I can mute all 3 of those, and now none of those are coming in. What I should do is put those in a track folder, and then I can put effects on all of them and they all match. And then mic input, of course, mute it, unmute it, all that nonsense. I can even, whoops, I can pan it over, yay. But I'm not gonna do that. So, the reason I'm doing this is because, oh, one more thing actually, if I go to Shift-I to the master output, it's sending out to Ray Route 1, Ray Route 2. And OBS is using the OBS ACO plugin to receive that. So I'm using Ray Route as the ACO device, and I'm using channels 1 and 2. So it receives the Reaper signal basically instantly, which is really, really, really nice. I'll actually prove it to you. I'm gonna hit play. Whoa, you can hear Reaper. I'm not sure why those weird glitches are happening. That's not normal. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, that's how the audio works.
OBS 30.0.2 Pro. OBS 30.0 stream chat.
So,
OBS 30.0 stream chat. Stream chat.
oh my god. Why is it doing that? Most of that is the stream setup. Here's the Restream chat app. That's just for me to view chat. And then of course, I usually have something called Qt browser right here. Open with the Google Voice window, and the reason I use that is because it's a very simple browser. It doesn't even have an address bar or anything. You have to hit a couple of key combinations to get to the thing to open a new website and everything. It's a really smooth experience with the Google Voice because it just displays the web page, and I don't have any other things in the way that I have to tab through if I'm getting an incoming call. And then I typically have Discord and Team Talk open so that people can talk and chat on stream. Those are not open in this because of the nature of the stream. There isn't really supposed to be other people talking. That's basically the streaming setup. As for my development and coding setup, I'm not going to show too much with this. This is just a little bit. I'm using VS Code to do a lot of the programming. I do have a GitHub, github.com/blindelectron, if you want to go look at it. But basically, all of this is really, that's it. It's pretty simple. I have WSL and stuff. My preferred terminal of choice. If you want to see some of these programs, whoa, why does that happen? In more detail, you can go to my as of this stream latest video, which is called top programs I swear by. Why is it doing that? Top programs I swear by, or something like that. But anyway, this is my terminal. I'm using I'm using Starship as my prompt. So that's what's giving me this cool thing. If I cd into like coding. Whoa, I typed that wrong. Hold up. Lag. My screen reader is lagging at the moment, everybody. What are you doing in NVIDIA? Come on. Hey. What you doing? Stop it. What are you doing right now, NVIDIA? Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. There we go. Restarting NVIDIA here, because something weird's going on. Not totally sure what's happening. Something lagged out. Can't do anything. Come on. There we go. Oh, my screen got blacked out. Hold on. Okay, here we are. So if I cd into here. So it gives me a big long prompt of a lot of information. I'm not gonna go through all that. I'm just gonna close that at the moment. But yeah, that's a lot of like what I do for development. I'm not gonna show you a huge amount of that. If you want more detail into that, let me know. Do a stream on that or a video or something. Let me know what you want. But that's kind of what this whole setup really is. I mean, that's it, pretty much. That's the whole thing. Hopefully there'll be a few changes after Christmas. If there is, I'll let you know. I may upload a quick short or something of all the Christmas stuff that I get. But we'll see.
Start button. Stream chat. Streaming routing on OBS 30.0. OBS 30.
What are you doing?
Settings with stream chat. OBS 30.0. File edit. New dot C2 hello next. Tune collect. No object menu box. Add scene sources window. Scene list. Toolbar list 3. No object since inch map camera not selected. Invoke scenes window list menu bar. Screen.
Alright. So that is basically it for this live stream. Thank everyone for tuning in. Super fun showing you everything to do with my setup. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. That is if you're watching the replay. Leave them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Happy holidays.